I was married for 25 years to what I thought was the perfect man, and what all of my friends and relatives believed was that we had the perfect marriage. And I thought so too, actually. I am a very confident individual. If you knew me in person, you would realize that I have a large staff. I command respect because of what I do for a living. I am up against boards of directors all the time. I make presentations and I never blink an eye at that. But when I got home at night, I became a very scared, timid individual. I would think that maybe it was my fault because I was bringing my work home. In fact, the first words out of my mouth when I walked in the door each night was, "Honey, are you mad? Did I do something wrong? Can I get you something?" I had been ground down. I worked all day in a very professional setting, come home, and he would just start on me. All I wanted to do was make him happy. Within the first year of our marriage, it was Thanksgiving, and I came home after Thanksgiving dinner with the family, and my husband had gone into his bathroom and noticed that his sink was cracked. He came into my room and literally put his arms around my neck, which I thought was just a loving gesture, and choked me so hard, saying, "If you ever break something of mine again, I'll kill you." And that was the beginning of the next 24 years of hell that I endured. His Jekyll and Hyde moods just couldn't be controlled. I knew it wasn't a healthy relationship, but like most women that have been abused, they think it's their fault. And they think, what can I do to change this? How can I make him happy? What can I do to make him love me more? When I finally did decide to leave, I ran out 2 days after Christmas. I remember Christmas carols playing on the radio. I was sitting in front of our beautiful fireplace, and my husband came in after a football game and was incredibly drunk. And for no reason, he came up and he put his fist in my face and he said, "If you say anything to me, you won't have teeth for the new year." At that moment, I knew I had to get out. I don't know how it happened. The angels were with me, but somehow I got the keys to the car. And I ran out that door in my bare feet to hear the sounds of one of my favorite carols playing and Christmas lights on the Christmas tree. And I got in that car and I drove as fast as I could. And when I got to my mother's house, she said to me, "What are you doing here?" And one of the hardest things in my life was having to tell my mother that I had been in an abusive relationship for the last 25 years. She couldn't believe it. As it would happen, my ex-husband did get in the car, and he came, and he drove to my mother's house, and he stood out there and said, "If I can't have you, nobody will. I'll kill you." I thought it was over when I left that night with the Christmas carols playing and my dog jumping to get up. But as it turned out, it was really the very best day of my life. I'm happier now than I have ever been in my entire life because, again, the control now about my life is through my hands and not on the end of someone else's. Please recognize the signs of domestic violence. Seek help. There is help at the end of this horrible nightmare.